You may have a point. Here comes Tomo.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
I am Mr. Ed.
We've also got the champagne this week.
Tomo, 7:23 flight to the Florida Keys. I'm down there to buy a little pad after another 2 winners yesterday.
Unbelievable, guys. We're averaging over a winner a day
The
since
hotline,
the turn of
get
the year.
on.
The Tomo hotline, go on, my son. And Mighty Clarets won it 8-1 yesterday. So, absolutely fantastic. By the way, Richard Fye is the man we've got to thank for that. You know, Richard Fye's had 17 winners since January the 1st.
Win batter, go on, my son.
Tell you, yeah, exactly. And Mark Johnson, who trained the other winner, he's had 6 winners from his last 6 runners. So, guys, it's not rocket science. Just back Mark Johnson and Richard Fye.
William Jarvis, another winner. Well done, William.
Good old William, doing very well.
He's had a hard time, but he's coming back.
He's a good lad. Of course, he's related to Tomo. My mother's second distant cousin was new. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
It's a real distance relation.
I'll claim it when he has a winner, honestly.
Paul Darcy, a little winner as well.
I'm pleased. Yeah, good. Well done. Your trainer trained your Guineas winner, didn't he? So well done there. By the way, not such good news. Let me get into the bad news first of all.
Me, Tomo.
Sorry, old boy. First of all, Catterick has been abandoned already. It got down to -8. They called it off at 6 o'clock, so Catterick abandoned. Chepstow, struggling guys. They've called a full inspection at 9 o'clock. Got down to -4 overnight. It's heavy in places, frozen in places. Keith Otterson, the clerk that goes, good guide right down there, but, 9 o'clock inspection, obviously stay with us, but if it got down to -4, guys, that's pretty cold. No worries at Lingfield and Wolverhampton.
Leafy Lingfield, all right.
Leafy Lingfield and
How is the
Wolverhampton as well.
Kate? How is she? I'm not supposed
She
to
is in good form,
ages.
Kate Hills. Kate is in good form, the girl who runs Lingfield, of course. And Wolverhampton as well.
Excuse
She
me,
runs
runs Arena Leisure.
Yes, of course, she's the big boss, isn't she? Amazing girl. So, no worries at Lingfield and Wolverhampton. I tell you what.
You've always been a Julie with the legs, haven't you? You've always been a Julie with the legs in the restaurant.
Well, the restaurant at Lingfield is, honestly, I tell you, worth going just to book a table with the manageress, because just follow her when she says, take me to your table.
Is she still there? I thought she'd be retired by now.
Oh, I tell you what. Bang goes your table, big fella. By the way, Phil Kinsella, the jockey, has been out of action since April. You've got to feel for him. He had a bad neck. He had a fracture in the neck. He's coming back. He was going to come back at Catterick today. Can you believe that? And it's been called off. So Phil Kinsella, he's got to sit there frustrated, wants to come back. It's not an easy game this, sometimes.
Tom, we're having a bit of Lord of the Rings, 125 Lingfield Gandalf. And of course, this horse was called Shadowfax, and Shadowfax, if I'm right, was Conrad Allen Stables in Newmarket, Hamilton Road, which was now bought by Sheikh Mohammed.
And he is the man who was the former guy that was he Milky Bar Kid, wasn't he?
That's him.
That's it. And then
swore an encyclopedia on this horse.
Exactly. And he's the man who trained the first ever winner on the all-weather at Lingfield back in 1989.
Yeah. That was his last winner.
Hey, by the way, steady. Frankie Dettori was in good form.
Sorry, Conrad.
In the sun in Dubai. We must go there, do the program from there.
Oh, Tomo, you keep talking about it. Do it. Make it happen.
Okay.
Just need Villamat on the job, a little ISDN, we're away.
I love it. Aspect of Love and Spring of Fame were his 2 winners. Oh, there's nice name. Aspect of Love. I rather like
Mark
that.
Johnson, Aspect of Love, or not?
No. Ex now, Saeed bin Sarua. 2 winners for Saeed bin Sarua. What else can I tell you? Happy birthday, Richard Pittman. 68 today. The man who rode Crisp, Pendle, Lanzarote.
Did he really?
Wonderful. All those. So I have a lot of time for him. Only got one eye, Richard Pittman, and you wouldn't know which one it is. Smashing guy, always looks you in the eye. Richard Pittman, happy birthday, 68 today. I have a lot of time for that guy. And this weekend, guys, we've got Ascot tomorrow. I mean, I hope the weather's all right. Paul Nicholls, masterminded, running there. Nicky Henderson taking him on with Petite Robin and Mad Max. Do you know Nicky Henderson's had 26 winners so far this month? 26 winners. That's nearly my age. And Paul Nicholls has had 7. Quiet. Paul, you were just about. Paul Nicholls 7. And he had a nice grey yesterday, Al Naroff. You were saying, I said if this doesn't win by 10 lengths, I'll be disappointed. He won by 20. So, stable's still going well. And that Summersby, by the way, you were talking about, that does run tomorrow in the Victor Chandler. Crackaway Jack will probably take that on. And tomorrow up at Haydock, I'll be there, Channel 4. Peter Marsh Chase as well. Mac 2. Do you remember the horse they backed backed into favouritism for the Welsh national. Ran very well, finished 5th, just tied in the last 2 fences. He is one of the favourites tomorrow for the Peter Marsh, so I'm hoping the weather's all right, because the racing looks good.
Nice one, Tom. All right, coming up on talkSPORT this morning, Friday morning, Scott Quinnell, top man. We'll talk Six Nations with Scott. Ray Clements, Kenny, go on. Oh, through the legs, Clem, sorry. Hampden Park. Clark Carlisle, PFA chairman, he's coming up. Paul McGrath, top man, Big Paul, what a centre back he was.
Paul McGrath?
Hey, what about him? Top man. Rob Shepard's in the studio. Sam Matterface coming up as well. We'll talk about the Saturday's game. It's coming up to 6:58. Here comes Tomo's top tips.
Well done, big fella. Now, just to confirm, Catterick has been abandoned, -8. Chepstow, they're struggling. Inspection 9 o'clock. If they do race, it's going to be heavy, soft in places. No worries at Lingfield. No worries at Wolverhampton. The going is standard. That's the news. Here are the winners.
Hold on to your horses. Craig Tomo's tips on the Alan Brazil's Pulse Breakfast on talkSPORT. What a winner.
Well, if you can't beat him, join him. Mark Johnson did us a good turn yesterday, and he runs a horse in the 6:05 at Wolverhampton. It is number 8, Elusive Love. Isn't that a nice name? And also Wolverhampton in the 6:35, Michael Owen can score with number 6, Madam Mayhem. Have a good one, guys.
The Alan Brazil Sports Breakfast on talkSPORT with the Ford Transit, with an impressive range of safety features.
Get set for edge-of-your-seat tension and explosive action as talkSPORT plays Survival of the Fittest all day this Monday with Stranded, the must-see new war thriller. Strive to survive the whole day by answering trivia teasers to keep your heart pumping, and you could win a state-of-the-art 42-inch plasma TV. It's all action, nerve-shredding winning this Monday when we play Survival of the Fittest on talkSPORT with Stranded, the must-see new action war thriller with a supernatural twist. Out this Monday on DVD.
Star of Live at the Apollo and the Royal Variety Performance, Mickey Flanagan.